What is going on? In this video, I'm going to be showing you the Rebel hideout, or whatever I decide to call it when I'm doing the title. My thumb hurts because I hit it with a hammer earlier at work. So I was going to build some more stuff in this video, but it turns out this build took a long time. And I'm not going to show you exactly how I built it. I guess you sort of could copy along, although I do make a lot of mistakes and change a lot of things. But I want to show you the process of me building it, and we'll have a nice chat. If you do like the build or anything in this video, please, I'm desperate, leave a like. Comment what you think below, whether it's good or bad. Use correct code TCB and everything else right now. Get that out of the way. And I can't really think of anything else that I was going to say, so let's just jump right into it. If you want a chance to win 13,500 V-Bucks, then leave a like on this video and then go to the shops and buy some, because I'm too poor. Genuinely though, it would actually be nice to do a giveaway, but I can't, because if you're in a different country to me, which you probably are because I'm in England, then I can't actually give you the code because it's region based, which is very frustrating. So unfortunately that is just a nasty joke for now. I can only apologize. Right, so I'm going to use the floor as my reference point, because if you've noticed, the other walls are upside down. So in order to have a wall the right way up, I need some sort of floor to snap it off. Good job. As I said though, this design does change a lot. I think I go through like 3 different versions, but I'll sort of show you what I've done. It's not entirely worth copying as you go. Maybe watch everything, and if you want to copy or you want to have the inspiration, then do it that way. But there's a few bits that... Sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt myself. What is this snap point? What is going on? It's going crazy. What the hell? Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, I was just saying about if you're going to copy it, be careful, because there's a few things that change a lot, and it's not like it changes straight away, like it changes further down the line as well. So you might find yourself building it, and then like 10 minutes later, oh, I've got to change it. Oh dear. Also, sorry if I sound really tired. That's because I am. I've literally been at work all day, come home, do the cooking. Actually, that's a big lie, because I can't cook and I don't cook. I don't really fancy getting food poisoning. I'd much rather play Lego Fortnite. The only time I cook is when I'm building. Well, hey, what? Do the washing up. Sort my son out. To be honest, at this point, I'm just waffling. I'm just going to shut up and talk about the actual build. With that said, I'm doing what I've done in the last video, where I'm just making sure that the bridge is in line with the main front door, so you just walk straight through, or straight in rather. I've just been eating caramel ice cream and my mouth's a bit unresponsive. Anyway, now we've got the door lined up, we can destroy them. And I had an idea to have like an overhanging window above, like the main door, and I'm going to do it like a Star Wars theme, so you'll see that it's worth looking at. It's really cool, and it'll be inspiring for you to maybe copy that into your Imperial base if you do one, or Rebel base, my bad. If anybody said I'm working for the Empire, they're lying. Basically, I just destroyed it because I wasn't sure about the placement. Then I destroyed it again and again until I was finally happy with where I put it, which is sort of a bit closer, because otherwise it'd be too far back. And you can see the perimeter of where I've actually built that weird fencing around. That's where the base has to be inside of. Yeah, if you look now, you can see it is what's surrounding the building. It's just some weird fence. That's just basically the general shape and area that I've allowed for this, which is kind of how I've done the whole village or the whole city. I've just selected specific plots for specific builds, and that is where it has to go. I've not been counting, but this is probably the 3rd time, or at least the 2nd, or I don't know, that I've been modifying this wall. So the idea that I'm trying to do has like an angled wall that goes all the way through, and then like a little straight up bit that pops out. And a bit later on in the video, I actually reduce the height of it, so I'll stack some floor pieces. Again, you'll see all of it anyway, but I'm basically reducing the height of it so it has that difference. Otherwise it doesn't quite look right as it is, so I will change it. And also I've done a sneaky little technique there just to give some difference in the actual build. So what I've done is I placed the half wall at the top as opposed to the bottom, so that when you look at both of the pillars, they look different, although it's totally irrelevant because I'm literally about to destroy all of it anyway at some point. That's Skostan. These are symbolically the eyes of the build, not the nose. Get rid of that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to step back a little material. Then I'm going to put down some sand walls, because obviously it's going to be a mix of sand and Rebel grey. And then I'm going to set this bit back just so it gives a bit more variety when you look at the front of it, like a nice little landing strip down the middle. And I couldn't actually get the upside down piece on the side that I want, so I've had to do that little cheat right there to get it to work. And a little bit of MLG hacking aimbot there for you, 360 no scope. That snapping point is really good. God, I hope you like the sound of rain, because it's just constant. Now we're going to work on the other side. I'm basically going to do a mirror image of what I've already done. However, there is one little sneak attack. I actually made a mistake. I think I put an extra 2 studs on it or something. So instead of it being like 6 deep, it's 8 deep. And it actually turned out, I think, to look better. Or I'd done the opposite way around, I can't remember, but you'll see anyway. And yeah, so then I changed the other side to match that, which actually does look much, much better. That's a weird word, isn't it? Much. much. Here I'm having to not use the snap points because you can't actually snap on to the corner. It's just a weird thing, like you can't rotate it the way that you want. And when I first started playing this game, I never actually used snap points. Like I just didn't realize it was a thing until I saw on Reddit. I was like, oh my god, you can hold the left trigger and have a snap point. And then since then it's a game changer. What an idiot. This is an important bit. What I've got here is a 16 by 12 by 16 one way, and then 16 16 16 the other way. And this is going to be a big square for the main control tower, so I'm literally just going to build a really plain box around this. So I'm going to just cut through me doing that because it's not that important. I'm just basically building a giant square. Then I will add all the details to it later. I know I said it's important and I said it wasn't important, but the size is sort of important, but the fact that I'm building a boring square isn't. Does that make sense? I've just been watching it back and god, I talk quick and about random stuff, but just take a minute to breathe. This is the big square. I've also filled in the roof as well. So while I just do this detail bit with the pipes and stuff, I'm just going to play some classical music and then I'll be back. So what I'm going to name the generator, that's done now. So now it's time to make this boring square look a bit more interesting. So this is where the Star Wars windows come in, like what you'd get like the Imperial, what they call Star Destroyers, like in the command center cockpit area for that. That's kind of what I'm going for. So I've got a layer of floor that I'm going to put down. And then I put down these dark contrasting, like, I think they're like fence pieces, to be honest. And then, so these are the Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, like angled bits. I think they're under like support beams. And if you crisscross them next to each other, like what I'm doing here, it does look a lot like the Star Wars windows. Although I wasn't happy with the way that they was. So I've swapped it. Can you see what I've done? I've made it enter on the side as opposed to how it was before, because I think it looks so much better like that. I mean, it's rubbish as well because they're not actually windows. There's no glass there, so we just have to use our imagination, but it's Lego, so whatever. And a nice bit of trim as well. Good job. There's a little black trim I just mentioned. So now that window numero 1 is complete, sort of, I want to put down some slab floors and then some more of those blocky bits on top just to fill it all the way up to the top. Now make sure it's one level underneath. It's two studs high above the fence piece that you put on. So it lines up. Basically, you want the pillar to line up with the roof. Why is it so hard to say that? I don't know what that was about. I can only apologize. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the other window. Again, the same sort of pattern. To be fair, I think they're really nice looking windows and you should definitely build them in every single building that you do going forwards. I'm very tired, so I'm just chatting rubbish. Also, I can feel my throat is sore. Yeah, so when I mentioned I just had ice cream, that was 2 days ago. Can you believe it? That's how long it takes to edit these videos. That was 2 days ago and now my throat is sore. Not because of the ice cream, just because I've caught a cold at some point. I have no idea, but yeah, so it's going to be a rough weekend for me. Now, again, we're going to mirror as closely as we can to the other wall. We're going to mirror down the pattern to the floor. My brain's not working. We're basically just going to copy it as close as we can, and it's looking really smart. So it's looking really smart. Unnecessary edit, didn't need to put that in there. Okay, so now we're going to the front. So the plan for this again is so you can have a window like the side and the back at the front, so that you can see people from, you know, as they're walking towards you from the bridge on the control room. You can see, you know, see them. It's important to have a view over the front of the build because you're not really looking at much on the side, are you? Really? Actually, I suppose you are. You look at the side and also the village behind. But yeah, just shut up. So. Oh dear, that does not fit. Okay, so what we can do is make it a little bit wider. That'll make it fit. Oh, okay, just destroy it all and start all the way again. There is a way that I get around it though, but I'm not going to spoil it just yet. You can wait. There we go, easy fix. All I've done was just left a bigger gap between the pillar window angle things, and yeah, stack that bad boy up. Again, make sure it's 2 studs below your foundation piece. That's how easy it was to say. Right, so this is the bit I mentioned earlier where I was going to change it. So all I'm doing is I'm putting those those fence pieces down just so I can lower it a little bit, just so that, okay, we can now shooting something, right? Just so we can lower it and make like a different level, because that way it stands out more. Otherwise it just looks all square in the same height. So that's looking good. Do the same on the other side. You don't need to see all that. With the venom and eliminate them, I want to minimate them. I don't want to hurt about it. Didn't fit a and then the front, we want to have one of these little serving windows as well, so people can come and get their key to go in and whatnot. I extend the window for a second time, but much easier to do this time, and it lines up perfectly with that pillar right there. Muy potente. Tell you what, let's make my life easier and your life easier because I've just talked for so long and I just rapped incredibly fast. Let's do a speed round. Yeah, I'm gonna play some really fast music and then we're just gonna smash through a bunch of building and you can actually enjoy it in peace without hearing me waffle. If you prefer to hear me waffle, then comment and let me know. If you prefer me to shut up and play music, also let me know. Just comment and let me know what you think, what you prefer. But I'm gonna play some fast music. Let's get through and then I'll jump back in when I feel it's necessary. Now for a quick word from our sponsors. Are you having trouble with chickens in your neighborhood? Why don't you call Kato and Widowed World to basically just come and kill them all for you? Oh my god, this made me so uncomfortable. I feel like I have to say something after that. Look, so here we're building like a front deck in, so you go up, because obviously it's a different height, right? So you can go up and collect your key. I'm shooting something again. Yeah, so you're just going to fill out the rest of the decking, and then I'm basically just going to skim through the rest of the build. All I'm doing is decorating the other two sides of the wall and the other half of the building, which I think might be a prison cell or something. I'm not entirely sure. I'll worry about that when I decorate it, if I ever do. But yeah, the second floor as well, I've gone for like a Star Wars theme. Obviously, the whole thing's a Star Wars theme, but like it reminds me of the little base you get on the Ewok village. No, the little base you get on Endor where the Ewoks live. Is Endor where they live, or the I don't know, something like that. The moon, I don't know. Anyway, that's what this is kind of inspired. In fact, these are the entrances to the cave. It's kind of similar to that, really. I'm going to shut up again. So that was a nice little minute of silence. So we're just finishing up the walls. I did build the roof and also the floor inside, but I just skipped through most of that because you didn't really need to see it. And here I'm just playing around with some ideas for this wall here. I think what I'm doing is actually settle for a big gap in the middle. Okay, there we go. So there's the gap in the middle, and I'm going to put a nice little fence. Oh my god, a nice little picture there, little Rebel logo there, and a banner. And then here, what this is going to be, it's going to be the walkway bit. So as you enter the base, you can do a right, and you can walk through. You can hand in your weapons and stuff to the smaller building. The bigger building you can't actually gain access to because it's just purely this is to line that up. It's just purely for them to watch you as you go through, blah blah blah, like guard it and that. And then yeah, but if you're new to the building, then you'd have to check in and stuff and state your business, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I think for the last sort of minute or so that's left, I'm just gonna again play some more music. You can just watch what I'm doing, and then I will do a showcase and I will catch up with you then. let's do a quick showcase. I've not done anything on the interior because, to be quite honest, rubbish. If interiors in this video is probably dragged on long enough. Let me turn my light off. So that is half built. Don't look at that. And that's also broken. Don't look at that either. So anyway, so we're walking towards this rebel base. Now the idea was half of it is going to be the Mos Eisley set to make it look like it fits in with the rest of the village, and the rest of it is meant to be the more sort of imperial or rebel-y base. It's actually more imperial looking despite it being a rebel base to match that. So the idea is you would walk onto the island, and if you want to gain access to this building, if you speak to someone, blah blah blah, if they let you in, then you come in here. We've got no lights or any decoration, but I will sort that out. This is a raised platform because it's sand, as you can see there, and this is just going to be a control area, command area, whatever, I don't know. So there's not many windows, you don't need them. We have a good view of the people walking through into the actual town, to the actual village. So we come up here, we've got these two big imperial windows which look stunning, get loads of nice views of all the... What's that planet that looks like this? Begins with an S. I'm going to find it. Let me Google it. Scarif. Hold on. Is that right? Oh, that is the one. So yeah, so the planet is called Scarif. That kind of reminds me of that view over there. So this will be the command area, have all the computers and stuff. This will be the main headquarters of the base. Then you can come down here, and then you have steps. You can come onto this roof as well. We've got all the satellite things. Again, got that imperial sort of look going on there. Looks really good on the outside. I did Google Star Wars bases, and I saw one that had this ramped wall, and then had a little sticky out wall at a lower height, obviously on a much bigger scale than this. And also they had this box. I actually think there was a turret on top, but I didn't want to replicate it because it just wouldn't look right. I mean, that just looks horrendous. Yeah, it doesn't really fit the color theme. Maybe they'll release a skin and I'll use it, I don't know. But yeah, this could be a shield generator or whatever. It could be the naughty corner. But yeah, that would be your main entrance. Then here we have a separate building, which would have been the original building before this was here. And you'd come along. This is the view that the guards can have of you going in and out, and they can shoot you through the holes probably. Now this, I was speaking to my consultant, Steven Scribble, and he said possibly could be like a little jail, or maybe where you hand in weapons or something. It's got quite a big window for it to be that, but maybe like a little holding cell we could do in here, something like that. I don't know, it's a good idea though, so we'll bear that in mind. Although you can't have any floor because it's a bit low. Yeah, look, you can't even see the floor, it's pointless. But yeah, so let's do a walk around the building. In fact, let's go around this side again. So that's the little sticky out bit. Yeah, so this will go... Oh, we're missing a floor. Always something in there. And then this bit was tricky because of the different corner there versus that corner. But I think it sort of works and you can't really notice it. And yeah, go all the way around. That is it. It took me a very long time to build and I changed a lot of things, but I'm happy with it. I think it looks great. Again, if you did make it this far, then comment The Mentalist. Please, it would mean a lot to me. Smash a like and I'll catch you in the next one.